Good morning, colleagues. Um, this video, we are going to learn how to format a graph, as well how to move the graph into a Word document for analysis. So that's the exercise that we're going to focus on this morning, formatting and moving a graph into a Word document for analysis. That's the task in this video. So, as usual, let us get our data ready. We are using the same macroeconomic indicator. Click on Import First Row as variable names. Let's browse and see data that has been imported. We have some errors here. We need to clean the data. We use the keep command instead of drop. We keep here GDP exports trade balance. The next step, let us inform states that we are dealing with time series. Time variable year data range 2000 to 2022. Delta is 1 unit. That's just the interval. So that's the characteristics of the data that we have. So now let us plot our graph. Here we use the two-way command. The two-way command instead of the line command. Two-way command. RGDP. Here, let us give our graph a color. Give it green. So as you can see, this is the graph, but it lacks a title, no y-axis information. We are also going to learn how to manipulate on this interval. This is a 5-year interval, as you can see the plots. You can adjust it if you want it for 10 years interval or 15 years interval or 2 years interval or 3 years interval. So we are going to do this. So if you click on this, you cannot do any editing. The system cannot allow you to do editing. So you need to instruct Stata to enable you to edit your work. So you come to this bar chart symbol, start graph editing. When you click this, it enables you to do your editing. First, if you want to change your font style, you can click on edit here. You come to preferences. From preferences, you can see fonts. For me, I've already selected Times New Roman, so that's what I'm going to stay with. So you can change to any font style that you want. For this particular video, we are working with Times New Roman. See, okay, that's fine. Of course, we instructed the computer to enable us to edit this graph. Simple way. We want to include the title here. We want to include the title. You double click from this point. This pop-up menu will come up. You click on title. In this case, I don't need a subtitle. I don't need caption. I don't need notes. I only need information for title for this graph. So for this title, we say SL, that is Sierra Leone, real GDP growth, real GDP growth 2000 to 2020. Now we got a title. Maybe you want to change the color to something else. Let us say we change it to green. You click on the text. Once you've clicked on the text, this pop-up menu will come up. It is in black. Now let us change it to blue. We select this. We say OK. Now you see we've changed the text, the title, to blue. Now we can also click on this y-axis to edit to include the title for the y-axis. We say add GDP in percentage. Add GDP, that's a unit of measurements. Add GDP in percentage. Do you want to give it a blue color? Yes, we give it a blue color. Say OK. Add GDP in percentage. Now for the year, you click on the year on the x-axis. When you click on this, you have this menu up. You want to change the interval or the delta unit. When you click on range or delta, minimum value tells you the start period of your data. For this case, the starting period is 2000, so that includes the minimum year. The maximum is 2020, so you type 2020. So the interval or the delta unit here is 5 years. Do you want to change it to 3 years? Do you want to change it to 2 years? Let us say we change it to 4 years. So when you click on this, once you fill this data information, you say OK. Now you see that we've changed the interval from 2000 to 2004, 2008, 2012, 2016, and 2020. That's a 4-year interval, right? This particular command comes handy, especially when you have plotted your graph and the years are not clearly seen. Instead of starting from, maybe you have a long range of year from 1980 to 2024. Now you only see something like 1990 to 2024. So you want actually to capture the year clearly. So when readers are reading your graph, they know that this data stands from 1980 to 2024. In this case, we have 2000 to 2020. So that's okay. We've edited this graph. Now, how to move this graph? There is a symbol here, copy. You click on copy. You come to your Word document. Well, others can place graphs individually and do the analysis. So for me, I like to create a dashboard. That's my own way of doing things, right? I like dashboard. So I can develop my dashboard. You say insert what? How many columns do you want? 2 for now. Then you can add as the need arises. So we give it a title. We'll give this a title. We'll say trend analysis of We are GDP, exports, imports, and trade. Trade balance. Once you've done this, you can merge. You can merge this. You merge your cell. You can edit it. You can give it a font of 14, as the case may be. You can also change the color to what you want. Let us give it a tick. Yeah. So now we've copied our graph. You paste. As you can see, it has occupied almost the whole page. So you can resize it. You can resize this graph to fit in a way that is readable and also accommodate other graphs. So we have done with this. You can close this, and we don't want to save this. Instead of typing, you can click on page up. You'll have the same command, but this time around you can change the indicator of your interest. This time around we are dealing with exports. The same way, you click on Start Graph Editor. You also try to include the title of this graph. The title of this graph is SL Exports CLN Exports from 2000 to 2020. You say OK. Give it a blue color. You can also change the margin here for me. Very small is okay for me. You can do whatever you like. I keep this as it is. You say OK. We click on the y-axis. Exports as a percentage of GDP. That's the unit of measurement. We want to give it blue for consistency. We keep the color that way. We come here. We want to change the interval or the delta. You click on range. The minimum time remains the same. Maximum time remains the same. Yes, we need 4 years interval. We'll keep it as we've indicated inter earlier. You say OK. That's what it is. What we do next, we need to copy this. You move to Word. You paste. You can resize it so that it fits well into this box. For you to create what we call a dashboard. We'll keep it this way. Yeah, gradually we are creating our dashboard. We don't need this. We don't save it. If you want, you save. But for me, I don't need to save it, so we don't save. What we do next here, you can type as you want if you want to waste time. Otherwise, you just click on page up to get the command. This time around, we are dealing with imports. imports, year variable. What is our color? COL. We keep it at green. We have it. You click on bar chart symbol to start editing your graph. Start graph editing. You click here. You click on the line, border line. You have this pop-up menu as we've done it earlier. You can do changes here, margin, colors, and the like. So our interest here is to indicate the title or type the title. So you say SL imports 2020. We give it a color. I like blue for consistency, because when you are writing your paper, you need to be consistent in terms of your presentation. So we'll keep it blue. You say okay. We'll click on the y-axis. What do we want here? We want the y-axis name as a percentage of GDP. That's the measurement units. We'll give it blue. Here we are. If we want to change, we don't need to change the delta or the interval for the year. We keep it at 4 years interval. I just wanted to see what we've done earlier, so you learn the process. The year, start of the year is 2000, end of the year of the data is 2020. The delta or the interval is 4 years. That's okay on my side. It depends what you want. You can see 5 years or 10 years as the case may be. For me, I just need 4 years interval. That's what it is. We keep it that way. We can copy as well. We paste again the graph into this same table. You resize it to fit in well. We are gradually building up a dashboard. If you want, you can paste individually and do your analysis, your trend analysis. But for me, I like developing a dashboard. So we come back. We don't save. Come to Stata, page up. This time around, we are dealing with trade balance. Here, green. Yes. We'll click here to edit. You have your pop-up menu to type the title, SL trade balance 2020. Give it the color of my own choice, not your choice. Say blue. Edit here. Give it trade balance as a percentage of GDP. Trade balance as a percentage of GDP. Here we go. We give it a blue color. You can give it any color of your choice, but for consistency, for data analysis, you do things the way it's appropriate. You click on here. We are repeating this so that you know the process. The data starts from 2000 at minimum level. We keep it at that level. And at the end of the year of the data analysis period of the study is 2020. We keep it 4 years interval. You can put 5, you can put 10, as the case may be. It's okay by you. So we keep it. We say okay. We've also done this. Now we need to move this to Word documents. Here we are. You paste. You also need to resize this to fit in well. You do your resizing to fit in well. We add the rows. This time around, what is going to happen? We only have one more graph. For me, I can design it this way. I merge this whole row or cells. You right click, you merge. So we come back to see, to plot a comparative graph. It means bringing all the variables together. See how they interrelated in terms of the trend analysis or movement. So we say two-way command line. We use bring in GDP. What next? Bring in exports, imports, trade balance. So we need to give different colors to these graphs. We say green, say blue, blue. Do you like red? How many variables? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 variables. How many colors? 1, 2, 3. Red. You like yellow? Yellow. I'll give it light blue. Let me just keep it yellow. Yellow, then we say purple. So I think this is our command. Let's try and see what comes up. Yes, we've got a comparative graph bringing these variables together, and now you can see GDP trend, you can see import trend, you can see export trend, you can see trade balance. I'm seeing 2 trade balances. Let us correct this. Here we included 2 trade balance, we don't need it. So we click. So there we are. So let us edit this. We give it a title. Give it an title: trend analysis of real GDP. Real GDP, exports, imports, exports, imports. Then we have trade balance, for the year 2000 to 2020. That's our title. We may want to give it a blue color. For this, because the variables are many, we don't indicate the unit of measurement. Go to range, keep it at 4, say OK. Trend analysis of our GDP export import trade balance 2000 to 2020. That's what it is. We copy, we come to Word, then we paste. Now you've got what you've got your graph. Now you can see that you've developed what we call a dashboard. So you can do analysis. You may also want to give a source of your work. Say source WDI stroke IMF database. So what you do here, you can merge as well. We want to merge this. Then you can reduce, because this is just a source. Keep it at 9 instead of 12. Font size. You bold this one. So with this, you can do your analysis with your in your paper. You imagine you set it this way, then you can do your trend analysis. Now you've got a dashboard. You start right away doing your analysis. So ladies and gentlemen, that's what I have for you in this particular video. Thank you very much. Please like, share, give comments, support this platform so that we can keep it growing.